Hello, my name is Chris, and I'm going to give you a walk around to the Montreal Car Show. This is just a conversation. So, here at the Montreal Car Show, $20 of parking sucks. Kind of wish this event was held in Laval or the South Shore, but we'll make do. So, like I said, I'm just gonna give you some random thoughts. Pretend you couldn't go to the car show and you're with a buddy talking about it. This is how I'd like you to approach this video. The Hyundai section, or the Kia section I should rather say. Hyundai and Kia are pretty competent brands. 10-15 years ago they sold disposable goods. Now they sell great vehicles. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the Montreal perspective of maybe what a Montrealer would like of the car show, but I still put some big trucks in there. So it's a pretty long video. There's some things you don't like, you can skip 10-15 seconds. I change cars pretty fast. Looking at the Kia lineup, it's pretty solid. The small cars are nice, the medium cars are nice, their trucks are nice, their CUVs are nice. It's just a very solid lineup. I can't think of one that I like more than the others, though. This vehicle I find interesting, the Soul. It's kind of like hyper utilitarian, and I see sometimes some in Montreal, but not that many. Love this paint color. Love this paint color on the Kia Stinger. In fact, that Kia Stinger is really a big personal GT car. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna see this color a couple of times. It's like kind of like this pastel gray. It's the new color. Sorento. There's a Sportage, and there's the Niro. This is the Niro. So they have the three sizes, kind of like. And this one's pretty expensive actually, but they come with a lot of equipment, those Kias, and they have great warranties. So now to the Buick section. Buick's CUVs are extremely nice. I tried the Envision. Very, very good car. The Envisage? What is it called, this one? Envisage or something? I tested it on my channel, so you can go check it out. Also very good. They're just competent products, Buick. But of course, I don't think many people shop for Buicks. Here's the Acura lineup. Big focus on the TSX, which was redone just after I bought mine. Really nice mags here, especially these grayed out mags with the white car. Really nice, looks good. The front end is improved. They haven't really improved the interior though. Nice car. The rear end has been squared up. I'm not sure I like it though too much. Here the MDX, kind of won the best large utility vehicle. Okay. Here's the rear end. It's much squarer. Like on the all-equipped model, it looks good, but on the regular models, I'm not sure. I believe this was the new RLX, ILX, which we don't see many on the road. I mean, you can kind of buy a Civic. They had the Acura NSX here, and it looks just as good in person as it does on video. So it's a really nice styling job. It's certainly a car I would consider if I won the lottery. Here's the new Lexus. Very nice, very good looking. Very Japanese, you know. The Lexus brand is distinctly Japanese. They're not trying to copy anyone. The IS 350 I think is one of the best driving cars, period. And the RC Coupe, which I don't see many on the road. Here's like the Best Mags Award on the Lexus IS for like the 4th year in a row. Nice car, good looker. And yeah, so that was Lexus. Alfa Romeo looks great. Their cars look great, especially this one. Of course, we test drove it on the channel. It was very good. I enjoyed it. This car, you weren't allowed to sit in it. You are sitting on the ground. It makes a BRZ feel like an SUV. I'm telling you, that's how low you sit to the ground. I was taken aback by how low you sit to the ground. Stelvio, of course, all these car companies are marketing their CUVs. Here, this was the show stealer. the BMW X2. When you can make a small CUV look good in vomit yellow green color, you know you have a great product. It looked amazing. It looked amazing. You just can't stop looking at it. I would never buy a CUV, but yeah, maybe I would buy a CUV. I would buy this one. It looks just so good. And I took the shot of the interior just to show how much, like, the opening in the wheel well, in the transmission area, which gives you a lot of room for your legs. You have a lot of room in here for the front passengers. And the rear passengers, it was okay. Here's the new 2 Series interior, sorely needed. And I think they improved it just enough. Though the doors, when you open them, there's no handle to open the doors correctly. The M5 was here. Wow. Flashy color. Flashy color. Not sure I would take it this color. The M2, which car lovers love, but I can't seem to love the way it looks. The 6 Series, which, well, no one was around this car. There's a reason. But it's very luxurious. We tried a 6 Series and it was very good. Here's a little shot for those of you who want to save the 6 months winters in Canada. The i8 is just such a looker. It's such a looker. Here, the Genesis. This was an interesting model, the G70. It looked really good. I think it looks better than all the other Genesis, which is weird because it's the lowest. It's going to be obviously the lowest priced one. Really nice. Back to BMW, because I just can't get enough of the i8. I think it's a great looking car and they should really make a real sports car out of it, not just a science experiment. The Mini, lots of female buyers. I like that car shows are catering to the female buyers. You know, it's just normal. It's just normal that it's so. I mean, so many female buyers, so many female buyers. And of course, they all brought their boyfriends. Volvo, really nice. It lacks a little bit of personality for my taste, but still an emphasis on green, 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 of course. Here's a cool paint job, the two-tone paints. So my quick first impressions is that BMW X2 just blew me away. It just blew me away. I think the exterior is such a winner that it's not even funny. So in the Aston Martin section, it's always at the same place at the Montreal Car Show. You can see these cars are highly customizable. The rich like to customize. The Ferrari section was nice, and they had a Ferrari F12 Tour de France edition. Really nice. It looked amazing. Very masculine lines. Yeah, there it is. No sticker. The Lamborghini with their Skittles paint scheme looks really good. Wow, look at that one. McLaren, which I have never seen on a Quebec road. Second year at the car show, I think, or maybe third year. I didn't notice the previous year. What a paint job, this one. Oh, the paint was incredible. Incredible. Here's the modifications section. I'm gonna cut off the music because just not to get a copyright infringement. But there's a lot of rap here, hip hop, all this stuff. I'm not into mods. I just can't get into mods. I'm not a wrench. I like to read about tech, but it's just not for me. Wow, this is a beautiful engine. Really nice aesthetic on this Supra, kind of like a Supra is a classic for the mods people. Here I put a little shot of Silver Wax because what the hell, they're a detailing company, they're a Quebec company. You know, just a free publicity for the Quebec companies. They have a pretty complete lineup now, and they've kind of embraced dual action orbitals, so I'm pretty sure they were late for that. Volkswagen is the perennial brand. I just think they're so strong now. They get better and better. This new Jetta blew me away. Blew me away, this new Jetta. I would own it in a heartbeat. It looks really good inside and out. And this color was beautiful and comfortable to sit in. It was just right. It was just right. Definitely, along with X2, my top two. The Volkswagen Jetta has to be one of my favorites of the car show. Really good. So even the Golf, which I find is the edges everyone in terms of like the awesome compact hatchback. Here's the GTI, which I find is becoming less relevant. Here's the Clarity. Somebody at Honda thinks that ecologically minded buyers like ugly cars. It's weird. They're not going to sell any, I can tell you that right now. I'm sure of it. Unless you're a really hard-headed Honda / environment enthusiast. However, the rest of the Honda lineup, very good. Showing the roots, I like that. The Honda Civic, very good. They were on full display here, and why not? Why not? Great car. The SI, probably the funnest car I drove in 2017. CR-V, it's just a winner. A note on the CR-V, I know at least 2 people who did not buy this vehicle because of the wood interior. So note to Honda, memo to Honda, stop it with this fake wood interior. You're killing sales for people under 40. Stop. Here's the new Honda Accord that everyone loves, but I find from the exterior it still looks like a dad's car. That's my opinion. I'm sure it's great. I sat in it. It was wonderful. The Fit is the car where I'm not sure I would buy, but it just feels so intelligent. The HR-V is probably one of the best products that Honda makes. It's really good. It's just really good. I spoke to HR-V owners. They're so happy. So happy. Look how small this is. If you open the trunk, you cannot get over how much room you have. It's a winner. Back to the Honda Fit, because I just like the Honda Fit. I really like the Honda Fit. Toyota Prius, that's another car brand. Memo to Toyota, car buyers do not, like, I'm not sure selling ugly cars to the environmentally concerned is a winning strategy. Well, whatever. However, it's a great vehicle, no question. And take a look at this Toyota lineup. I mean, Toyota still is the best, most reliable company in the world. This new Avalon looked really good. And yeah, for those who like comfort and reliability, I mean, there's only one choice really. This is the new Toyota CHR, I think, or whatever acronym they gave it. And looks good. However, all the attention was to the Qashqai. I don't know why. Here's the new Camry. I think it looks great. I think it looks better than the Honda Accord. I don't know how it drives, but on the interior it was fine. Looks, feels great when not moving. I'd have to drive it. Look at this paint scheme with the white and the blacked out top. Wow, it looks good. It looks really good. Can't complain about that. Here's the RAV4, the perennial RAV4. Once again, high reliability. This is the best car in the world, right? The Toyota Corolla. I think the Toyota Corolla is the best car ever for people who don't love cars. And it's looking better and better. On the inside, roomy, comfortable. I mean, you just park your money at the Bank of Toyota and you just won't have any problems with this vehicle. Toyota IM, which I enjoyed, the successor to the Toyota Matrix. Really nice. Ford GT was there, quite a looker. I noted a general lack of enthusiasm in the Ford section. Here, the Focus, good looking and everything, but boy, those engines have got to drink less gas. Here, the Fiesta, probably the best product from Ford, along with the Escape. Really, really great. When you sit in it, and I've driven it, it drives great. For a subcompact, it drives like a compact. Focus RS. Obviously the attention of young people. No one's sitting in the Fusions. They're great looking, I find, but just no one's sitting in them. Not a lot of attention. They weren't drawing a lot of attention, but they looked great. On the inside they're okay, but on the outside they're amazing. Here's the Escape. I know many people who bought them. Female buyers, all female buyers who have bought Escapes, and it does go good. Yeah, I took a shot at this Shelby GT 350. Why not? Nice car, nice car. Even this regular Mustang, really nice, really nice. So for you truck guys, put a little bit of F-150s, take a look. I won't say much during this. It's like we forget in Montreal that there's a whole country living outside of Montreal and they like trucks. Why not? Back to the horrible seats ST lineup. The Equinox, we test drove it, was good. Better looking in person. All GM products seem to look great in person. They look really good, especially their trucks. Look at this one. Oh my God. They should just call it M as in macho. It was a looker. They're lookers. The Traverse, look at this Traverse. It looks great. I mean, I'm not into trucks, but boy, this looks really good. Chevrolet Camaro that I test drove this year, one of the best drives I've ever had in a GM product. Here's the Corvette, which I've already sat in, and there's not enough room, and I'm only 5'9". Sonic. Courageous color for the Spark. Cruise, this is the new Cruise. The interior is a lot better. There's more room in back. I thought it was a really good car and a car that I'm dying to test drive. GM, underrated for their compact cars. They're very good. Here's the Bolt. If you want all electric, the interior was disappointing. This is styrofoam. It's a styrofoam-like material. It's not styrofoam, but it looks like styrofoam. Lots of window on this vehicle. Look at the driver window. It's huge. Huge. Listen, GM must be commended for the tremendous range, but it's just not for me. Here, I think this is the most interesting vehicle, the Volt. What a nice vehicle. What a surprisingly good test drive. I heard the Bolt drives well too. More trucks. I'm leaving them in there because I figure there's a lot of truck lovers. Also, I want to talk about GMC. The Terrain, which I drove but couldn't make a review because we didn't have enough good footage, was surprisingly comfortable. Was a really good truck. It drives softly without being a boat. I'm telling you, try it. Like if you're in that budget range of a Terrain, try it. It's really good. And if you like the exterior, I think you're gonna buy it right away. GM really does good trucks, or in this case maybe CUVs, but they're very truck looking. Once again, I put a few shots of the Terrain because I think it's underrated. Porsche, they're winners. Obviously, I'll own a Porsche one day. I don't know when, but I have to own at least one Porsche. Nice, really nice. High end. High end. I'm not sure about this blue. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'm not. It wasn't for me. Subaru is a brand for people who live above the snow line, and they have a great resale value, and they look okay. The Legacy drives very well. The last one I drove, I'm going to be driving it again I think this year. Nice Impreza, nice hatchback, nice. Look at this, even Subaru's getting in on the big truck thing. The new Subaru Ascent, it's huge. It looks good. They look rugged, Subarus. They look sturdy. You know what I mean? They look like they can take anything. On a personal level, it's just not my brand, but I can see why people like Subaru. Caddy, beautiful display. They have difficulty taking off, it seems, and I think it's about rolling out cars, charging too much for it, and people waiting for specials. And this is a nice product. The ATS-V was there, and I always look at the ATS. I found like a regular ATS. You're gonna see it soon. There it is. I liked it very much. I just find the interior feels like $35,000. But it's the right size. Unfortunately, we never got to test drive it. Here's Nissan with their Star Wars publicity. Disclosure, Nissan did invite us to the release of the Star Wars movie. It was on them. but of course it won't affect my comments. The new Leaf is beautiful. I'm telling you, the new Leaf is very good. As bad as the old Leaf was, this new Leaf in terms of the aesthetic inside and out is so much better. Like, they've gotten so serious. Here's the Qashqai. Everyone loves the Qashqai. I think it's the name, Qashqai. There it is again, the Qashqai. Everybody likes the Qashqai. It's crazy. People I talk about to cars, they ask me about the Qashqai. So what do you care about the Qashqai? It's the Qashqai. Nissan's compact cars, underrated again, I think, by the population. Ross makes the remark that the Versa is very comfortable. It is. Qashqai again. I just put it in there. Subcompact CUV of the year, actually. Here's the Nissan GT-R, or Godzilla. Lost kind of its aurora a little bit, this car, over the time. Nissan make great cars and then they neglect them. They don't follow it up. And, wow, that looks good. All the kids were around the Nissan 350, 370. Here's the Altima, designed to compete with the 2014 Toyota Camry. Maxima, I think, along with the Rogue, is probably their finest products. Pathfinder, I don't know, I think it needs a refresh. Here's the Mazda 6, a car I almost bought 8 or 9 months ago. Still looks good, came out in 2014. It's a looker. And do I regret it? Well, most of the time I don't. But sometimes when I look at the Mazda, they just look so good. And I like the brand. The brand is just, it's always good. It's this new machine gray paint. It looks great. They have no weak products. It's really good. Mazda's just really good. Mazda 3 looks good in this color. Looks really good. I took a look at the Mazda 6 again for no particular reason other than I like the car, and it's growing on me with time. CX-5, probably one of the best, probably the best Mazda product. I like that, you know, Mazda celebrates their history. I like that. Here in Lincoln, kind of skimmed Lincoln. So here we are at Infiniti. This car is very interesting. I think Ross will get it sometime this year. Infiniti is one of those brands where, you know, they're kind of like more reliable than the Germans, but they're not quite as good looking as the Germans. So you're kind of like, do I buy it or do I not buy it, or what do I do? But they do have interesting products. The QX50, the vehicle that everybody wanted to sit in, nobody was allowed to sit in. That was weird. That was very weird. Everybody wanted to sit in it. Here's the QX30, a very good looking vehicle in person. Very good looking. And the interior was nice, and it was just a nice, luxurious mini not SUV, CUV, you know what I mean? Look good. Here in the Mercedes section, big cars, big trucks, you know, the still have nice convertibles, Mercedes. C300, C400, still the most interesting looking product, I think, coming out of Mercedes. Looks really good after all these years. They haven't changed it, they don't need to. It looks great. Nice interior. Though I do think the Audi A4, the new Audi A4 is now better. I'll talk about that later. Land Rover. Two vehicles that stood out for me. The Evoque, which I test drove. It looks really good. They even have a convertible of this. Can you believe it? Like, seriously. Nice car inside out. And this Discovery looked incredible. I mean, it just looked incredible. You have to see it to believe it. I mean, I don't like trucks, but this is amazing. The contrast is out of this world. Looks nice. Look at this. My God. Animals. Animals. Jaguar. This vehicle, I'm always reminded at the car shows how good this vehicle looks, yet I never consider it when daydreaming about sports cars. It's weird. This is the new Kona the hyper small. Is it a hatchback? Is it a CUV? Was it squinting? Those headlights were really squinting. But the Hyundai lineup is very competent. Here I took a look at the Accent, a car which we haven't gotten from Hyundai. I don't know why. I'm always curious to know. I was curious to see how the Accent is. It was such a shitbox 15 years ago. Now it's really nice. Tucson, nice color. Your standard compact CUV. A little bit disappointed from the interior. Maybe. Am I tripping? Let me know in the comments. Sonata hybrid. Pretty good, pretty good. I like the hybrids that look like real cars. Competent lineup here in terms of appearance. Hyundai is becoming a real professional brand. I think the Elantra looks incredible. Incredible. Here in the Audi section, Audi is just hyper professional brand. The S5, this S5 took my breath away in terms of the interior. It's big on the outside. I'm not sure the outside is awesome, but the interior, it just blows everyone away. They have like the carbon fiber trim everywhere. It was just like, oh my god, BMW 4 Series, what are you doing? And even this simple A4 with an S-Line package looks great. Conservative perhaps. And the inside is amazing. It's just amazing. I just want to sit here. I just want to spend my whole hours here. The A3 is one of my friends bought this. She loves it, and I noticed the interior was incredible, especially in the evening. The Audi high-end finish. This is an Audi A4 interior from 2016. That was like the best looking interior before they changed it to the even better looking interior. Plug-in, whatever. Jeep make trucks. Trucks are in, so I'll let you look at that. I don't have much to say about that. Dodge had, I don't know, this looks more like a toy than a real car. I like the presentation with the checkered floor. Yeah, the SRT here, really nice, really nice. Very masculine, hyper masculine. More trucks, like trucks, here's some trucks. Dodge Ram, nice. I don't know, I'm not into trucks, but a lot of people are, and that's okay. You certainly won't find me moralizing you for buying a truck. Just buy whatever you enjoy. Buy whatever you enjoy. Nice here. It still looks good, this truck. So I hope you enjoyed this overview of the car show. I left this here, the reflection of your ambitions. It's written there in French, and that's what I kind of feel about cars. So I hope this entices you to go to the car show, work hard, and buy a car. All right, and that's it.